boys and girls, it's Miss Brynna from Play Cheap Early On. Welcome to another bedtime video. I want you to go brush your teeth and put on your pajamas so you can meet me right back here and we'll read another fun story. Great, you're back. That means you must have brushed your teeth and put on your pajamas. Now, can you find a comfy, cozy spot? Maybe on top of your bed, surrounded by your pillows and your stuffies, or maybe on a nice open space on the floor with a comfortable blanket. Now that you're comfortable, I think it's time that we open up our very nice bedtime storybook and we can read a nonsense alphabet. A was an ape who stole some white tape and tied up his toes in 4 beautiful bows. A funny old ape. B was a bat who slept all the day and fluttered about when the sun went away. B, brown little bat. C was a camel you rode on his hump, and if you fell off, you came down with a bump. C, what a high camel. D was a duck with spots on his back who lived in the water and always said quack. D, dear little duck. E was an elephant, stately and wise. He had tusks and a trunk and 2 cute little eyes. E, oh what funny small eyes. F was a fish who was caught in a net, but he got out again and is quite alive yet. F, lively young fish. G was a goat who was spotted with brown. When he did not lie still, he walked up and down. G, good little goat. H was a hat, which was tall on one side. Its crown was too high and its brim was too wide. H, oh what a hat. I was some ice cream, such lovely white ice cream which nobody tasted, and so it was wasted. I, all that good ice cream. J was a jackdaw who hopped up and down in the principal street of a neighboring town. J, all through the town. K was a kite which flew out of sight above houses so high, quite into the sky. K, fly away, kite. L was a light which burned all the night and lighted the gloom of a very dark room. L, useful, nice light. M was a man who walked round and round, and he wore a long coat that came down to the ground. M, funny old man. N was a net that was thrown into sea to catch fish for dinner for you and for me. N, nice little net. O was an oyster who lived in his shell. If you let him alone, he felt perfectly well. O, open-mouthed oyster. P was a pig who was not very big, but his tail was so curly, and that made him surely. P, cross little pig. Q was a quail with a very short tail, and he fed upon corn in the evening and morn. Q, quaint little quail. R was a rabbit who had a bad habit of eating the flowers in the gardens and bowers. R, naughty fat rabbit. S was a screw to screw down a box, and then it was fastened without any locks. S, valuable screw. T was a tortoise, all yellow and black. He walked away slowly and never came back. T, Torty never came back. U was an urn, all polished and bright, and full of hot water at noon and at night. U, useful old urn. V was a villa which stood on a hill by the side of a river and close to a mill. V, nice little villa. W was a whale with a very long tail, whose movements were frantic across the Atlantic. W, monstrous old whale. X for a xylophone, and I wonder why, the sounds it would make if we gave it a try. X, fun little xylophone. Y was a yak from the land of Tibet, except his white tail, he was all black as jet. Y, look at the yak. Z was a zebra, all striped white and black, and if he were tame, you might ride on his back. Z, pretty striped zebra. The end. That was such a fun little alphabet rhyme, and I loved reading it to you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you have a wonderful sleep and the sweetest dreams. I will see you next time. Good night!